Sleepiburgh, a settlement in the fertile farmland near the mountains. Nothing ever happens here, apart from some good deeds and the odd exchange of kind-hearted greetings. A disgusting pit of Hades, in other words.
Alright, it's up to us to cleanse the disgustingness of this one. And we had a quick glance at it last time, and it is the Turtle Heaven, really. You have access to 4 edges of gems here that can put 12 of your imps to work. Additionally, you have a reasonable amount of starting gold to chip away at, and even some more over here. And there's a nice hidden bonus here as well. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to wall off here, and wherever we can here. So what we first have to do is well, figure out how many imps we have is a good start. Okay, only 4. Well, that's something we're going to need to fix. Or do we? Do we indeed? I'm thinking let's make a mark here. Love how the volume bounces up and down depending on whether you're paused or not. Do let me know if it's too loud, because I'm not very good at keeping a good eye on my volume levels here. Let's get you folks right over here. And let's have this all walled off. And I'm going to take another imp, give him a good slapping, and I'm going to take control of him myself and head up north. Going to avoid the portal for now, there's no reason for us to rush that. But I want to get up north before the keepers mine through that gold and come into our home. Game audio is a bit loud, I'm being told. That's easy to sort. Clunk. So the wonderful thing about OBS, you can't save individual volume levels for different scenes, so when you have games of different volume, that can get a bit complex. I'm gonna actually double slice through here, so it's easier for my imps to know where they have to reinforce. So we have that. The other player is immediately trying to mine his way through, so I'm gonna go no, 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 and more no. Similarly, I'd like you to, and I'll just make you do this myself, take care of this. Now the AI will get access to the spell that breaks down walls, but we'll have that taken care of. They don't tend to use breakthrough wall that much, and if they do, they're going to be fighting on my terms. So it's all good for me. So that's that taken care of, and then finally we need to deal with this. And we get this done, and we're going to be in no hurry at all. And because we're going to be faced with a lot of maps that really push us to act fast, and said maps are pretty damn stressful, I got no problem just taking my time for a couple of maps here. I possess an imp because it's a much faster way to plow through, and also to... Hang on, I swear there's a boulder trap around here. Let's keep our imps... let's keep our imps in my hand as I walk through this danger. Funny, I was fairly convinced there was a boulder trap here. Maybe there still is, but once we have our walls sorted out, we got nothing to worry about here. So let's sort out said walls. Just still getting flashbacks from the... Hang on. From that level where we had to go full level 7 dragon. And with that, there's no way in. No way into our beloved dungeon. So I'm going to mine out this sweet-ass gold and just make ourselves a lovely, comfy dungeon. With an abusively large treasury, of course. Because what's the point in having loads of money if you can't fill up a giant treasury with it? It's all about priorities. Alright, there we go. Plenty of you folks to do. And I will have one guy here to figure out what's going on around here. I want to slap him first, of course. I knew it, I knew it. Alright, it's just going to bounce around these walls on their own. And there's a door there, worth keeping that in mind. Uh-oh, I feel for this imp if he's going to get into some sort of trouble. No, just stay over here, mind this stuff out, please. Whilst they're doing that, I just grab the dosh and we have a lovely relaxing time. Huh, the keepers are taking their time up there. I seem to remember as but a young boy playing this, having to really rush this. But maybe I was just a slow child. Thank you for streaming full time, says Alligator5777. I mean, it's really my pleasure because this is a lot of fun. If I'd wanted to do this whilst still holding down the full-time job, man, I would have never had the time. Never would have had the time to engage in playing something like Dungeon Keeper. And we blitzed through almost all of it in a week as well. It certainly made catching streams easier. That's the schedule magic for you. Alright, folks. Please deposit your gold here, or I can do it myself. Ah, now I can take this as I please. Swear I'd left some gold there. Oh well. Plenty of imps to do all our bidding. Let's mine out all this gold so it's not taking up valuable space. And then we can design the dungeon of our dreams. And this is just the kind of relaxation I need before we go hurtling face first into the next set of levels, which are, as memory serves, hard as heck. 16 imps, huh? 12 of them are going to be busy here.
Your gold reserves are running low.
So let's have more of them get to work there. Yeah, there's more gold to be had here as well, but it would probably be prudent to start getting our portal going. What I'll do is I'll have a portal that is... no, I was thinking a portal that is the lair, but people go and pledge their loyalty to me first here, which is a bit of a pain. So I'll have... yeah, I'll have this be a nice big lair. Right in the center here. It'll be a fairly inefficient lair, but I don't have to worry about efficiency. I'm just going to make the ultimate cozy den of evil. It's also not going to be big enough for everybody, I know that much. So I'll have another bit of layering going on here, I think. I'll have it flanked on both sides with layers. And that should give plenty of room for everybody. Should. I mean, it might not, but it should. And when we can, let's bring them in. And what do we have and where? How about an abusively extravagant hatchery? Because that's what I'm feeling like. It's payday, but I have nobody to pay, so that's fine. If the hatchery is here, then I can have a nice big training room that comes off of it. Over to this side. got all the space we could ever dream of. We'll have a nice quiet library out by here, somewhere that hopefully nobody will be heading over to. I think libraries should be long rather than wide, so there we go. Won't even go into the lair, there'll just be an offshoot from the hatchery, that way people won't come and go into it. 22, 23, 24, 25. Let's claim that portal now. I do want people actually coming in, making use of my soon-to-be super comfy home. Modest hatchery for now, it'll expand to be so much more. Second hatchery over here, so we have enough squares to attract Bile Demon. Honestly, I always cared more about making rooms aesthetically pleasing in games like this rather than worrying about efficiency. And that's fine to do when you're not under pressure. In fact, we're under no pressure, they haven't even broken through around here. Unless Keeper FX has another surprise in store for me, in that the AI has become very good at using break wall and researching it lightning fast, but I don't perceive that as being a problem. Alright, we got an entrance, but we're not attracting anybody yet. Hopefully that doesn't mean the enemy's just taking them all for themselves. This is certainly how I did this level as a kid. I just would wall off as fast as I could and then build in solitude. It just felt right. Nice thick wall between the library and the lair. Wouldn't want to annoy my warlocks here. And there we go, we get a warlock straight away. Get to work. I want the other rooms so that we can attract other better people. And let's have it nice and efficient. The warlock won't get... well, he's probably getting annoyed by these imps, but he can't do anything about it because he doesn't know any spells to cast at them. What a loser of a warlock. Nice starting training area there. And another warlock. They're going to waste way too much time going to the heart to pledge their loyalty to me.
A new spell has been researched.
Get to work. 25 is probably the roundest of the odd numbers, of course, because it's a quarter of 100. It only makes sense.
A new room has been researched.
That'll link together these layers. Also means I can split apart any of my units if I feel that they are going to cause a fight if they live together. Am I getting nothing but warlocks? Because as funny as that would be, I need a bit of diversity. On the plus side, the warlock's natural tendency is to go and research. So I'm not losing out too much here. There you go, food galore, people. And I'm gonna take a bunch of you and have you trained up, because I want some level 3 imps for this. Actually, I don't think this will be a big enough training room, all things considered. Let's expand operations a bit. Let's expand them quite a lot. Now, I sent 8 of them over there. I want a bit more than 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. Once they're at level 3, they'll be my ultimate gem grabbing dudes. I also want to knock down this door. Oh god, I got so many warlocks. Again, I hate having more than 8 of a creature, so you go knock that door down for me, please. How strong are you even? Pathetically weak. Well, let's see if we can't speed this up a bit. Warlock only run, eh? Game heard you like challenges. Somebody has reflect, then I'm just hard blocked there. Let me in.
A new room has been researched.
I can see that blue is the one hoarding all the creatures here. There we go. And now... God, okay, I didn't research... I did not research... what am I trying to say? This room. The workshop. I will, however, want a sizable sizable workshop for all those traps and stuff we've got to manufacture. It's of vital importance. God, get out of here, warlocks! I don't need you. I don't want you. So we got ourselves a level 10 warlocky dude. Not warlocky dude. Trolley dude. And when I can, I'm gonna have him help out here.
A new spell has been researched.
If I build up this though. There we go. That should attract an orc, and I do like orcs. Get to work, man. I have no intention of using this room, and it doesn't have any traps in it, so let's get rid of this. That payday is a bit concerning because my only gold room is way too far away for my people to go. So, keep the level 2 guy training up there. Get this all done, and I need a somewhat central dosh room for people to go to, and that'll be this. They get their money, and then they go to work. Oh, I've actually attracted a regular troll now, which is good. We'll keep the training room nice and large. I'm just looking forward to having a nice, comfy, aesthetic dungeon. And there we go, they're at the other side of here, but I walled them off ages ago. But really, trolls and warlocks only? That'll be a challenge.
A new room has been researched.
Please, no, I don't want you. Torture chamber, however, that's well worth thinking about. We'll keep a torture chamber right over here. And I'm going to do this thing that I loved to do as a kid and will still love to do today. Which is where you place the centerpiece and pow, get 3 things popping up at once. I can get skeletons, however, and I might just do that now with any extra warlocks that pop in. And they do like to pop in.
A door has been manufactured.
There, you're stuck in there. He will probably die and become a skeleton when he starves to death. Excellent, now I've got myself the Dark Mistress. Get training. And now we're starting to get these guys who are speeding up. And my trolls are working away, which is good. Although I only need the level 10 one working. I want the other guy doing...
A trap has been manufactured.
I want him training, I want one of them working. And I want that...
New room has been researched.
Where did I want that door? I swear I wanted a door somewhere. Yeah, I want it over here so that I can keep all the highly leveled imps working on this. Get away, losers. There's plenty of work for you to do reinforcing walls around here and stuff. How many levels are left after this? So this is 14, I think. Yeah, because we have 7 left including this one, which makes a lot of sense. Alright, this is all locked up now. What in the world? What is stopping this from taking my most experienced guys? Oh. It should be that you shift... Well, just clicking here should get me to level 3 guys. But it isn't always. I want to drop all of them over here. Okay, control clicking is bringing up the most experienced ones. There you go. Yeah, you're level 3 as well, so we should be good. If there are any spare ones, they'll be working here. Ah, there you are. And that should be the lot of them. That way I have as many highly leveled imps as possible working away around here. Control Shift gets the least experiences ones. Thank you, Iwase. That one went right over my head before. Alright, mistresses, get training please, and I still think this isn't going to be big enough. So I'll expand operations. I mean, it's not like we are hurting on money for it. Level 10 troll can single-handedly do a ton of our manufacturing. I would love a nice temple for our people.
A new room has been researched.
Makes sense to have it right next to the torture chamber. It's all about what makes sense here. I know what's behind there and I don't want it just yet. So let's keep this cordoned off for now. No, I don't need to prepare for much, enemy keeper. Ooh, didn't expect that though. Small library. Well, we have pretty much everything I could want here. There are only 2 spells missing, and I don't particularly care for them. So I'm going to grab this idle guy, along with all the not-so-idle ones, and actually train them up now. Alright. I'm glad that you guys are getting to work, but please make this room as efficient as you can, and we'll all be good. Now get to work.
A door has been manufactured.
And I want to have nice cozy doors for my subterranean playground as well. As a kid, I just played the demo for this game over and over and over again, because I didn't have the full game. Didn't even know where I could get it. Until that fateful day I found Dungeon Keeper Gold just sitting there in whatever store it was. I feel like W.H. Smith, but I'm not overly sure. Larise says hello there. Hello Jake, well welcome. Okay, we're actually at the creature limit. This is all we're getting? Feels like some kind of bad joke. No bile demons. Well, I guess we'll get a skeleton, but I'm also going to grab this dude then. Break it down, please. Welcome to my abode. It's the Horned Reaper. I dare not slap the guy lest he slap me senseless. We'll just set him in there, give him some accelerated training, and hope that he gets to work on it. Now that the treasure room is right here, should be a whole lot easier for my people to get their money. Although I don't like how it looks where there's not any money in it. So I'm going to grab some of this fat dosh and then shove it in here, and suddenly it looks like a treasure chamber that actually has treasure in it. However, this chamber here is the active chamber, which means all expenses will come from here. I mean, unless, again, Keeper... Nice. Unless, again, the game has some changes that I'm not aware of. Alright, we got ourselves Skeleton Man, and since we have no Bile Demon, he'll just get to work on his own. Also, somebody on YouTube complained that I'm not slapping enough chickens, so... Shouldn't waste food, though. Lovely. Cozy. Almost has everything we could want.
A door has been manufactured.
And again... Ah, that just feels good. Alright, could not really ask for much better here. What does slapping chickens do? It kills the chicken, and that's it. That is all of it. Both keepers have more monsters than I do, which is a crying shame for me. However, that doesn't stop me making an awesome kill zone for them with a vast amount of traps that I'm doubtlessly going to have. Yeah, it doesn't need to be that big. We do get access to lava trap, but that's not the one I'm that interested in. Shock traps and poison traps, they're good. Boulder traps are a bit cheap. It's not going to stop me using them, I'm just saying they're cheap. It's a bit of a jaunt over to the dungeon heart though. I'm not sure exactly where it is, but I'm guessing quite close to the portal. Well, why guess? We can actually use the Sight of Evil to figure it out. Obtus Diabolus tells us, yes, that's their dungeon. Oh, this is how you can be really cruel. I can just go zap, and zap, and zap, and a bit more zap, and there I can kill his creatures, and all it costs me is money. But that would be cheap. Could also scavenge some of their guys, but I don't fancy doing that. Good speed on that troll, but... Alright. Level 5 is fine, as long as I know speed, and that should vastly increase the speed at which workshop stuff gets done. Lovely. As soon as I have all of my mistresses learn Electrocute, which is their range spell, we should be well and truly ready to take on the enemy. I guess I want my skeleton to know it as well. This is the Keeper FX mod, says Rested Pandy. Correct. You need it to have it look decent on modern systems. The base game just runs in 640. It doesn't look great at all on a bigger monitor. Yeah, but as a kid I only had a small and super crappy monitor. Looked great there. Really did.
A trap has been manufactured. A door has been manufactured. A door has been manufactured.
What I can very cruelly do is just open this up, let their imps come through, and their imps are all going to die to my traps. Gas and especially electric traps just nuke imps, and they'll never get through this to actually claim my land. But that's if the imps ever actually put the things on the traps there. Also, okay, right, these guys should all still be working fine, and they are. I've got oodles amounts of money. The final spells, I think this is Call Up, which makes every creature you own appear in your heart, and this is Break Wall, which we totally don't need. So there's no point in doing further research. I'd rather just train up my wizards so that they hit a whole lot harder. Level 4 is pretty much perfect for a wizard, then they know Fireball, Meteor, and can self-heal. The extra levels are still good for getting them some staying power, because their defense is pathetic, so more hit points is rather nice. Work harder, lasses.
A trap has been manufactured. A door has been manufactured.
Okay, good. We got these traps going. Very nice. I'm gonna shove a magic door here, just so that nobody accidentally makes their way through.
A trap has been manufactured.
And I'm mostly doing this to get the imps out of that room.
A trap has been manufactured.
But I also just kind of want a wider hallway here.
A trap has been manufactured. A trap has been manufactured.
I think one of the issues with recapturing the magic of the older games is it's tricky to work out what is quality of life and what is ruining the experience as Death Shed. And I reckon they're onto something there. Especially when you have such an established fan base, it can be very hard to make something that doesn't instantly make people go, oh, no, no, it's not right, it's not how it was, it's not what the developers intended. Goodness, imagine that.
Door has been manufactured.
I don't often deal with vampires because I don't like them as units. I mean, sure, they're very strong and they're great at pretty much everything, but that doesn't mean I like them.
Trap has been manufactured.
Quite the opposite.
A trap has been manufactured.
A few more of these. If I make another wall of lightning traps, then I'll feel pretty good about just screwing over the enemy imps. What do you think you're doing? I suppose I can let you eat.
A trap has been manufactured.
It's nice. I prefer this rather than straight up square rooms everywhere. Square rooms everywhere gets a bit dull, a bit fast.
A trap has been manufactured.
This is nice. Let's take in our graveyard.
A door has been manufactured.
Spooky. I loved the way that the walls changed depending on which room you were making them for. So you got the regular carvings or frescoes or whatnot, especially good if it's level 1. And then if you have them in the workshops, you got the forges in the wall. And they're animated in the wall, and just the minds that blew back then. But my favourite one by a good mile was the library. The library just felt so like a little world of its own here. You could actually go down the bookshelves. And this wasn't in the demo, so when I finally got to see the game itself and I could have my libraries, it was a magical experience. One that I'd be very hard pressed to replicate today. Right, I'm fairly confident in my creature's strength at this point. It does help that I have where is he? Here he is. Oh, he's not leveled up enough. Right. Let's grab a tiny bit of dosh. And where is he? Where is the fussy bugger? I'm gonna give him a slap, and then he gets angry, and then if he'll slow down for 5 freaking seconds, I'll give him some dosh, and then he's far less unhappy. I just want him to work faster and train up to level 5. Because at level 5 he learns speed, and then he just moves and attacks so much faster, and then tech becomes the real killing machine he was born to be. Do you play Dwarf Fortress Drake? No, I don't. I played it a little bit, and then I found RimWorld, and I was like, wow, RimWorld offers me everything I'm looking for here, and none of the scutter. Some say Navigating Missile is better than these, and they're probably correct, but I still think it's better investment to put wizards up to level 4 than level 6. Well, hell, if we've got the traps, let's use the traps. If somehow I get brutally slaughtered, let's ensure that we have a lava trap here and a couple of guard posts to prevent further entry. Because, oh boy. And maybe, you know, a couple of doors to keep that in place. Although I have a torture chamber and a prison, that's not really there to actually imprison anybody. It's just to enjoy a sweet looking place. Quite like this aesthetic. I just wish I had more different kinds of creatures rather than just loads of accursed wizards.
A trap has been manufactured.
Alright, these are all full up, so let's just get everybody out of this room. If this all goes Pete Tong, then this is all on me. The big mistake that I'm making is I'm going down the middle where I'll be facing off against both keepers. Where really, you know, I'm not that strong. Wizards, a bunch of trolls. Didn't even get any orcs here. I'm kind of relying on the power of my mistresses. But they know, wow, they know speed at level 7? Okay, that is handy. Stop being level 6, get to work. Bloomin' sixers. Okay, so if these are cleared out, I'm going to make a save just so I feel better about this. Not that we're into save scumming at all. I want these idiots in my dungeon. Are the other keepers at war with each other? They are not, even if the text implies that they are. We'll explore a bit while we can, but we'll probably die quite quickly. Oh yeah, real quickly. But I just want to find the route to his heart. Scope out his dungeon. Oh man, what a crappy dungeon. Ouch. It's alright, saw everything I need to see. His dungeon sucks. But he has bile demons. Ooh, and he's got bloomin' dragons. Dragons are such a pain to fight. Okay, tell you what, no one's allowed past here for now.
A trap has been manufactured.
Who should I send in to cause some hell? Horny, are you... yeah, you know speed now. Right, I'm gonna put you here. I'm gonna give you a massive amount of protection. And I'm gonna make you invisible. And then we're gonna kick some ass, okay? Let's do it, tech.
A trap has been manufactured.
Is that all they got? Ah, I knew it. Right, come on.
A trap has been manufactured.
And Horned Reaper is just so powerful. Even against dragons, which are a royal pain to fight. And since he's killing people, he feels really happy about it. Alright, let's not have him take all the fun. Get back to training. If you need healing, I'll sort you out. Oh, he needs a lot of healing. So that slaughtered a few of his, which this could be a problem. He's turning them into vampires. So I'll kill some of his imps in retribution. And speaking of imps and retribution, there we go. This might attract their attention. Hopefully it does, and then they'll fall into my wonderful traps.
A trap has been manufactured.
Who needs strategy when you have Horny? Well, that's why I didn't want to kill everyone with Horny there. It would have felt a bit like, you know, where's the strategy? I'm still quite certain that they don't fight each other.
A door has been manufactured. Your creatures are falling in battle.
Come on, imps. Blap.
A trap has been manufactured.
Okay, you know what? Screw it. Let's just go all out and kill him.
Game saved. A trap has been manufactured. Aggressor. Your creatures are attacking the enemy. Your creatures are under attack.
And we get to fight on our terms, where they're getting zapped by traps as well, which is rather nice. Oh, and Horny's just going off on one. Oh, you are so dead, Greenkeeper.
Your creatures are under attack.
By what? Oh, right, I forgot that. Your creatures can destroy enemy rooms. Oh, what an unfortunate day to be you. Why? Why even try and fight me? Nobody can win. I would grab Horny, but he's so fast, he'll go where he wants, when he wants. Skeleton Freak, less so.
Your creatures are under attack. Your creatures are falling in battle.
Also have a vampire.
A trap has been manufactured.
Sod off. There was somebody watching on, I think, YouTube, and he said, "Wow, I've played this game for years, and I didn't know that you can tell monsters to sod off by putting them into the portal." Well, you're just... You need to be punished for that. You need to be punished for insubordination.
A new spell has been researched. Your creatures are falling in battle. Under this a trap has been manufactured. Your creatures are falling in battle. A vampire has risen in your graveyard.
Alright, let's bring him back here. Come on. Come on. Get him over here. And the advantage is ours. They won't mind the farting poison traps, but they will certainly mind being zapped at.
Your creatures are attacking the enemy. Aggressor. Your minions are winning a battle. A door has been manufactured.
Horned Reaper will get annoyed if he just rests the whole time. He gets annoyed by everything. So try to keep him training or in your scavenging room or your temple and you'll be good.
Your minions are winning a battle.
He's got some high level stuff on his side. Maybe pull back a bit. Or we'll bring in some extra help here. Alright, press the advantage. I'm gonna lose some high level troops here, I really don't mind. We're on the offensive here. Looks like I lost what, oh my skeleton's dead, but skeletons really are terrible as troops. Well, that's all she wrote. Joke keeper.
A trap has been manufactured. Your workshop is not big enough. You have claimed an enemy room.
Only the Lord of this land stands between you and hectares of desolation and woe. Bet you can't wait to meet him. What a manner of speaking. We'll let our mistresses rest up a bit. Sod vampires just don't like him. So what did I lose? Amazingly, I didn't lose any of my warlocks.
A vampire has risen in your graveyard.
What did I lose?
A door has been manufactured. Your workshop is not big enough. You have claimed an enemy room.
Well, Lord of the Land must be up there. It's the only place that makes any sense. I'm grabbing a lot of stuff around here that nobody really needs. And since money is not an issue, let's stop harvesting this huge amount of gem and have our level 3 guys go out and grab all this stuff. Heavens knows they're fast enough to get there. Let's carve our way up. What's up with the mobile game tag, says Vodoka. Oh, please don't tell me this is up as Dungeon Keeper the mobile game. Shouldn't be. I can't get rid of the tag. So this is how EA does it. You lost 2 mistresses, Jake. You had 7. Oh, they probably enjoyed it, so it's fine.
You have claimed an enemy room. You have claimed an enemy room.
It's awesome being a level 3 imp.
You have claimed an enemy room. You have claimed an enemy room.
So do we have Resurrect Creature and...
Minions are unable
transfer creature.
You have claimed an enemy room.
You have a spell that turns fortified walls to dust. It's expensive to cast. It's also possible that your enemies possess the same magical power. I don't think the AI in the base game ever used destroy wall, so it's not really something to worry about. Also, get out of here, vampires. Here it is. And I can use it right here. Crunch. Oh, Jings, that must have hurt. What we'll do is get rid of this gold.
Some of your minions are unable to reach the treasure room.
Oh, right, this poor bugger. If I could see him.
Your creatures are under attack.
If I could see him. There we go. So your imps take a toke when they've nothing to do, and it restores their health. It's a pretty cool touch. Oh god, I picked up a level 1 warlock. This'll feel good. Yeah. I'm gonna set up a hatchery here so that people have something to eat. And I'm gonna create a job for people, and that job is if you see someone, kill them. And I'll let the enemies get real close. Let the enemies get real close. Oh yeah, should have myself a little treasury for them in case they feel the need for pay. Yeah, the enemies can get nice and close. I bet they're off to get their dosh, right? Take it, you greedy wizards. Oh, it just feels right.
Your minions are winning a battle.
But your job is to patrol here. Your job is to go away. So what they do is they patrol on this guard post and fight anything that comes their way. What these guys do is claim this land for me. I'm going to add my most experienced mistresses, which is pretty much all of them, to that job. There's loads of space. I think 1 square accommodates 1 person. And I'm going to blow this wall apart. I like my level 3 imps, so you can live. And they're going to come along eventually. Wait, how did you even get there? Oh yeah, I left 2 of them over. So, might be a bit of a problem dealing with you guys, but it also might not. Let's grab a really gutsy level 3 imp and say, come get some. Da 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 da. Oh dear. I forgot I can't get up there. But what I can do is send in Horny. Short for the Horned Reaper. He's chums with the Dungeon Keeper. And he's probably going to die, but that's what he deserves. In fact, he's frozen right now. So, oh, well, let's get him refrozen. Try and get him refrozen. There we go, he's frozen. So, I don't like that. I can just slap him and make him explode and instantly remove him from game. And then I feel like a badass. Alright, enough of this. Slaughter them. I rather like the mistresses. They don't even need to get up close and personal to do this. And if they get far enough back, here comes the reinforcements. Your continued success makes me sick. Thank you, your wickedness. Look at the fat stacks on the Lord of the Land here. More than enough for my treasure room.
You have claimed an enemy room. You have taken control of a room. You have taken control.
Wow, killing Horny. Yeah, no. No time for Horny. Now, question, is there a hidden realm anywhere on this map? I don't think there is. People have already told me if there is or isn't, but I promptly forgot. Is there a mysterious hidden box for us to discover with a unveil new place or not? Not this one, Jake. Next realm. Oh, don't like the sound of that at all. Oh well, let's make our save and continue on.
Mormon Flack. We have developed this area. It is now a breeding ground for our legions of beetles and flies. To think it was once pointless farmland, providing food for the weak population which lived there in so-called peace.